Yeah. Your cup matches too.
Yeah.
It's called drama. I saw Harry Potter naked as the day he was born. It was in a theater. I like theater and theatrical things, comedies and dramas. I like them both because sometimes I like to laugh, but sometimes I just like to think and cry. Love stories are probably my favorite. I'm always especially amazed by the actors and all their facial expressions. I mean, how do they learn all that? They got the right face for everything. And I sit back and close my eyes, the lights go down, and I get goosebumps. And I look around, and everybody's in there, and everybody's in there together, and the same thing's happening to everybody. And I think to myself, God is in this room. I think that it's also important for the kids to appreciate the art, so I try and take them to Icecapades at least once a year. Have you ever been to Medieval Times? Oh, it is real theatrical. They got one down at Myrtle Beach. Kids love it. It's got a storyline and everything. It's real medieval. And anytime the little theater downtown does something new, I always make Jimmy take me. He's my husband. I love him. Well, sometimes he has a hard time getting off work, but I'm like, God damn it, take me to the theater already! So he does. Last year, they did a Christmas Carol, and I cried all over Jimmy's brand new red sweater. I got it for him from Land's End, but I gave him early so something nice to wear. They did such a good job. I cried because Tiny Tim was just so good and good-natured, but also I cried because he is crippled, because it is always the crippled people that have the most God in their hearts. Me, I try to be good, but sometimes I can feel the devil crawling up in my throat, and I start thinking dark thoughts that shouldn't be thought. Next thing you know, I'm yelling at Jimmy that he don't take a fucking treasure and I'm going to kill myself! So, when I won 2 round-trip tickets from the Subway sandwich, I knew it would have to be to New York. I have always wanted to go, and I said, I got to see a play on Broadway. So we get there, and Jimmy and I get off the plane, and I say, it's not Earth. It's a different planet. Everybody moving so fast. It's a good thing I brought my tennis shoes. You know, the lights everywhere. It's like a drive-through movie all the time. Like, how do you walk around without looking up all the time? I mean, I kept bumping into people. I said I was sorry, though. So, we're having a late brunch at the hotel. Well, we got a great deal of Holiday Inn, and that's what people do there. They have brunch. So, I'm flipping through the New York Times to see what's what. Have you ever held a Sunday New York Times in your hands? That thing is heavy like a brick or a baby. You could kill somebody with it if you wanted to. Just drop it on somebody's head on a 5-floor walk up. That means you gotta walk up the stairs. So we're sitting there having brunch with everybody with their nice pants and their murder weapons. You know, hey, I liked it for a visit, but if I lived there, I'd kill somebody. I just plant a tree in my house or I'd go crazy. Well, that's the thing, because people don't really live in houses there. They live in closets. Sometimes I heard the bathtub's in the kitchen. Or sometimes I heard you get a home and it don't come with no AC, so you got to get one yourself and put it in the window. And every now and then, when it falls down and kills somebody underneath, just walk along, mind their own business, unsuspecting, like going to Wall Street or Starbucks, I guess. So anyway, I'm flipping through, looking at the pictures of all the plays and the musical plays. That's a play, but there's music and they sing. So Jimmy wants to see The Lion King, and that's that. Well, he is real into animals. Yellow labs mainly, but rabbits and raccoons and other kinds of dogs, he likes them. But me, on the other hand, I would like to broaden my horizons in some way. So I'm looking, and then I see it right there in front of me. Harry Potter himself! He's in a play! I am beside myself. In the picture, he's holding this metal horse head, and it looks real serious and real interesting, and it's called Equus, and I just gotta go. Now, Jimmy has no interest whatsoever in seeing a serious drama play, so that night he goes to TGI Fridays in Times Square to watch the game, and I go see Harry Potter do something live right in front of me with a horse. I'm so excited! My knees are pressed up against people I don't know when he's excited, and I read the program front to back. The lights go down and my heart stops. At first, it's just this old man in a suit. And he's talking about this young boy that we know is going to be Harry Potter, so we're just waiting for him to come out. And then he does. And he's glowing, and I start clapping, but nobody else does. So it turns out Harry Potter has got some problems with his mom and his dad and some horses because he picked out their eyeballs. Well, his mom is a Christian and his dad is not, which is always bad because you got to be equally yoked spiritually. I mean, when you get married, your kids will grow up mean and write mean things about you or kill people. Harry Potter didn't look like Harry Potter, but like a grown-up person that wasn't a man but also wasn't a woman. And the play went on, and he said all of his lines, and his doctor said all of his, which he was sad because he felt like his life had no meaning. Now, at one point, Harry Potter does take off all of his clothes. But I mean, it's not like looking at a naked person. I mean, I wasn't embarrassed. Everybody looked. Now, I come to understand that Harry Potter wants to make love with one of these horses. It's a love story between Harry Potter and a horse. It was different. Well, it's not his fault. I mean, in the play, it's not his fault. He tries to be good. And when I understand this, my heart floods up and I gasp out loud. Because suddenly I remember what it felt like to be 17 and how it felt to feel these things that you feel that they're wrong and how bad that felt to feel wrong. And it's at the end of the play and Harry Potter's hypnotized and the doctor is trying so hard to rid him of his pain and his guilt. And he says, "Man! Man! I am yours and you are mine!" And I look around, everybody's in there, and everybody's in there together, and everybody feels understood. I got tears in my eyes, and I stand up and I yell, "Thank you, Harry Potter! God bless your heart!" Well, I was sure that I was going to be yelling what everybody must have been thinking, but I guess that was the wrong thing to do. Everybody was staring at me like they was killing me with their eyes. Never been so red in my whole life. It was all I could do to sink back into my chair until the end of the play. When the play was over, and everybody was leaving, I walked past some young people outside. They were smoking cigarettes, wearing those skinny pants and nice sweaters. Fucking tourists. And they said under their breath, and then they all laughed. I had back to the hotel, and Jimmy was drunk, and he wanted to make love, but I didn't feel like it. I guess it's just... I thought that a play was supposed to be for everybody. It's not. And that makes me sad. Yes. I don't know, I just think that it should be for everybody.